welcome to the stream. As you can see here, we have some new emotes, both from Yoshitora, who will now be banned because of these. Yep. No, these are great, Yoshitora. But now you can you can post your horrendous emotes elsewhere if you need to. Someone said, weird to think I've been around since like 2015. That's a long time. That is a long time. Oh yeah, Mono added some new emotes, like music-related emotes, which is cool. And yeah, more ways to spam the chat. Great! But you don't have to. Vinny, did you watch the video about how Yoko Ono didn't break up the Beatles? She didn't. The Beatles broke up the Beatles. I don't really feel like I need to watch that video, honestly, because it's kind of common knowledge, but it's like one of those things where people get the misinformation and they just roll with it. It's silly. There was definitely some weirdness that was brought to the table, from what I understand, because they had this thing, you know, where they didn't let anyone in, and then suddenly Yoko was there all the time, and I'm sure that changed the dynamic in the room. But I don't think that was the end of the Beatles. They were careening towards that ending. So, that's just my opinion. But many, many reasons. But yeah. Yeah. What else was I going to say? Oh, speaking of, like, Shelly Duvall, that's also misinformation. Like, you know, that Kubrick was mean to her. And the only reason she gave such a good performance in The Shining is because he was so mean, and it wasn't even a performance, it was real. It's like, no, she was just that good of an actor. And that didn't, she refuted that. And sadly, I mean, she passed away today, and, you know, that sucked, because I grew up watching The Shining, probably shouldn't have, but I did. And she's like the best of any horror person that is in a role like that. As far as I'm concerned, she did that the best. And, you know, I'm glad that she pushed back and other people found out that it was actually her own performance and not, like, Mean Man. He did a lot of takes. He knew what he wanted. I don't know him personally. I wasn't on any of his sets, but there's a lot of actors that went to bat for Kubrick saying he was amazing, and his movies are amazing. But to say that she wasn't acting really is kind of disrespectful to her, especially when she was, like, very clear about saying that that wasn't the case, that it was like, no, Stanley was tough, but he was good, and she gave the performance of a career, of a lifetime. She also produced shows, she did stuff with Muppets, she was, like, the perfect olive oil for Popeye, which I was just talking about recently because of the Red Letter Media video. So rest in peace, Shelley, that one sucked. You know, when you grow up just being aware of someone, you know, and you don't know them, but you see their movies, you see their appearances on shows, and it's just, ugh, it's a shame. But, you know, she had a rough life later on, and this is the way of the world, but still, rest in peace. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I want to welcome you to the stream. Thank you for joining, as always. It's nice to have you here on the stream. I'm going to be doing some Mario 64 stuff tonight. There's new patch plus proximity voice chat, which we'll do later for Mario 64 co-op. Then we're going to do some Monkey Ball. So it should be fun. And yeah. I also am working on more Sulaco and Elden Ring pre-records. I don't know when, but... So yeah. Any chance for future B3313 co-op? Yes. They need to update that so that it works. But, yes. Also, I want to thank the Rat Poster for always being enthusiastic about me going live. You know who you are. Thank you, Rat Person. It's very, very nice of you. Do you plan on playing Luigi Mansion 2 HD? No, I don't. Are you gonna play Lethal Company Update? Maybe. There's another Lethal-like too, so there's too much to play. But we'll, you know, in time we'll see what's up in the next couple weeks. So, all right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.